Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I am Tizzy South. If you know you want to learn how to sew a frontal on a wig cap to make it glueless, then this video is for you. I already resized the cap to my client's head size. I have a detailed tutorial on how to measure, cut or resize your frontal, so you have to do that before you sew your frontal on a wig cap if you want it to fit your forehead perfectly well. Also, the link to that tutorial is going to be in the description box of this video. You can check it out. To begin with the tutorial, use your tape rule to measure 9 inches from the neck of your mannequin or canvas head to the hairline. Then you can pin it down with a T-pin or any pin you have available. That is where the wig cap is going to start from. Also, measure from the hairline to the neck to confirm if it's 9 inches. For the frontal lace, fold the lace into two and make sure the ends are equal, and also make sure they lay flat on each other like so. Don't stretch the cap. Make sure you don't stretch the cap when you fold it into two. And once that is done, use a pin to pin the middle to find the center part of the lace. I hope you understand me. Make sure it's the middle you pin so that half of the frontal is no longer than the other half when we place it on the wig cap. So now, for us to know where to pin down the center part of the frontal we found now, we are going to take our tape rule again to measure 3 inches from the hairline down. When you get to 3 inches, you take a pin to pin that down so you can mark that spot. Take note that you pin it down at the middle part of the canvas head or your mannequin head. I already know where the middle part is because I have some markings on my mannequin head already. Now to place the frontal, pin it down at the 3 inches you just measured. Once that is done, lay the frontal down on the wig cap. Make sure it is straight and flat on the wig cap, and you pin the lace down at the back. Now that we are done with the middle, it's time to do the side, and to place the side too, you have to lay it flat on the wig cap as well. So now for the side of the frontal, you have to bring half of the frontal out and put the other half on the wig cap. So the other half on the wig cap is where we are going to sew together with the wig cap. I hope you understand my explanation. If you don't understand, you can take it back, listen and watch again. For it to have an equal half of the side, just fold the side into two. That is where the hair is starting from the front of the lace and the back of the lace. So fold it into two and use a marker to mark the middle. Here I am laying the side of the frontal down on the wig cap. Just like I explained earlier, half of the lace will be outside of the wig cap. then the other half is going to be on the wig cap. So I am going to pin them down, making sure it lays flat and I don't stretch the lace. Then I proceeded to pin the rest of the lace and also made sure they all laid flat. This is what your frontal should be looking like after you have placed it correctly on your mannequin. Note that if you don't have this M shape, your placement is wrong, so you have to do it again. And you can also see that one side of the M is not bigger than the other side, so that's how you know you have a correct placement. So now after I was done placing the second side of the frontal, I pinned down the back and made sure it is flat, and I proceeded to sew using my curved needle. You can use a straight needle depending on the one you have or your personal preference. So to begin sewing, I'm going to start from the middle, which means I'm going to sew half side of the frontal first. The method I'll be using to sew is back stitches, especially when the lace is excess. If it's the folded ones, I use another type of stitch to sew that one. So, and I usually double sew. You're going to see what I mean by double sew once I'm done sewing. So watch and learn how I am doing these back stitches. So as I am sewing, I'm not making it too tight and loose, so I'm trying to like balance both of them, because if you make it too tight, not that it is not going to be tight too, after all we are sewing so it can be firm, so the closure, the frontal is not loose, do you get? But most times the lace tend to tear, and that's going to be the destruction of your closure lace or your frontal lace. This is what I mean by double sewing. I'm going to leave extra lace and sew on it. This is going to help me secure the lace more. This is also going to help me avoid cutting the lace too close from the first one that was sewn. I am going to go off camera to sew the second side, and I'm going to be right back. So basically, I'm just showing you what it is looking like after sewing, cutting of the extra cap underneath, and showing you how everything is, and showing you what it looks like before sewing the bundles, and also showing you the measurement for the side to side lace. Also, this is what it looks like after wigging it. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'm going to be glad to respond. And if you would like to purchase this unit from me, check me out on my socials, which is going to be on the screen, and my details is going to be in the description box. Thanks for watching. Bye.